Yeah, so this is a very interesting site. Got a trail cam here. Yeah, do not disturb. No water though. I mean, there's enough for the bees to get excited about. Nice big tank. Hi. Who knows how long it's been since they've been out here last. Nice little old building. This is an old mine camp. Yeah. Building's coming down though. And it's an interesting mine, so let's go take a look at it. And the main guzzler system to capture the rainwater is up the hill a little ways. All right, first let's start off over here. And this is not that deep. But they were anticipating it to go down because, I mean, look at the size of the collar. You can see the bottom. Now, this site is supposed to have the shaft and 4 tunnels. 3 over here, and 1 over there on a little shelf road. So when I'm done over here, we'll just drive over to the other one. And you got remnants of an old water tank there. Now this is where it gets a little bit weird. I mean, well, if you think about it, it's not really weird. The thing is I'll explain it here. So, get some wire rope. Nice old truck. Too bad people have been shooting it. Still has the old flathead 6, which is just really cool. Starter generator. There's the front for you car guys. Very pretty. There's what's left of the seat system. Okay, so we got a little tunnel here that's starting to fill in that has track. About 2/3 of the way up the side of the hill, following these cables up, you got a little tailing pile up there. That tunnel is completely collapsed in. So, yeah, I've already climbed this. And then off to the side is the remnants of another tunnel, and it's completely collapsed in. So this one's looks like it's starting to fill in, but we can still get into it. And the one on the shelf road, from what I saw from the drive, it looked like it was still accessible. And what's interesting is instead of building, and this is why I thought it was interesting, they had to build a shelf road all the way to the top so they can run this wire rope down to this area instead of just building a wood slide. Now, it's not really that unusual if it's like a few man operation, because you can't really, and you could, but it'd be difficult for one person to man an ore chute. You had a pressure tank there, and they made some sort of an ore chute there. Because the ore chute's going to get jammed up, so you have to have somebody on it. In a larger operation, you can have multiple people on it. If this was a smaller operation, a person would have to be running up and down, unplugging the chute. All right. This waste rock is really hard packed. if you can tell. I've actually already walked up it and down it, and it is hard packed. You got to be careful though, because there's a lot of pea gravel, so your traction is limited and you want to slide. There you go. So there's the track. See how much of the material is washed away. Now, that can has a soldered vent hole in the top and the bottom. So that's placing it around in the 20s and 30s. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Pretty flower. Okay. Let's see here. All right, clear out some of these rocks. Ouchie. I'm trying to avoid these. All right. So it opens up into a squat tunnel. Hopefully it opens up some more. With these big rocks here. You can tell people haven't crawled back here in a while. Makes me wonder about my life choices sometimes. Let's see if I get on my knees. Yes. Just carefully crawling right now, because I do not want those spines in me again. They hurt. And the last time, one got infected, and that was not a pleasant feeling. Oops. There we go. All right. Let's see. Can I at least get on my feet? Barely. Get out of there. Huh. Yeah, see, no footprints. You can see where the track used to be. You can see where the sleepers were too. There's the track. Oh, wow, they get some water. Look at that. It's just really delaminated. Wow. That was a tight little exit entrance. I mean, look at that. So this thing, the water stands in it for a while. Ooh! Oh, dude, you freaked me out. I wasn't expecting a bird to drop down right next to my ear. stake. Is it metal? Yeah, it's a metal stake. Oh, all that work, all this nice track. So that's telling me all of the mines, all the tunnels in this area are going to be small. Well, the one up top, there's not much of a waste rock. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and head over to the other one. First thing, say hello to the little bat. Hi, bat. All right, so we're going to do the second part of the mine. Now, I like to apologize right now. When I was at the other site, I didn't realize I didn't plug in my lav mic. So the audio in the first part was off from internal camera mics. It's not the best, but it works. I can't believe I did that. It happens sometimes. I've actually posted a lot of videos to where it was the internal camera mics. So you can see the shelf road, and like I said, you go up to the top, it just has, there's nothing up there anymore. You just see the cable. Whoever the miners were, they took the trusses for the tower with them. If they had a tower, they might have just had something in the ground that a pivot. Okay. And this is the last open passage on this property. Okay, power on for the lights. Looking at a big boulder that's precariously wedged. This is, yeah. The other thing is, when I was coming out of the other tunnel, I ended up getting a big spike in this finger, and I had to go all the way back down to my truck to get needle nose pliers to pull it out. That hurt. Oh, there we go, some druzy. That's a bed frame. What is a bed frame? Oh, that's a homemade one too. Oh no, what they did, it's an old cot frame. You can see the folding arms and stuff, but they reinforced it with plywood because it was probably falling apart. That's it for that passage. So I'll put a supply of water back here. And so that you guys know, hold on, look at the picks. Check out the pick. Listen to this, ready? The reason why sometimes you'll see water in a cave in the bottom is, and I've done this a few times too, is if you're going to do a through hike to save weight and not have to carry all of that extra water, you go ahead and put water caches all around so you can have water. And on that, I'm going to call it the end of today's trip. this gets you excited, do some exploring on your own. Do it. Have fun. Be safe. That's a volcanic lair. That's cool. Take care.